Edu Channel, the national educator.
It's a new term, and I trust that you are fine. But most importantly, I trust that you're keeping safe and that you are doing agriculturally well. My name is Sami Kaihuri, and for sure, I had missed you on this agriculture show. Now, our sign language interpreter for today is none other than Maureen Jogona. On today's program, whoa, we are going to have lots and lots of fun because you want to know who is our agriculture teacher for this new term. It doesn't change, same old drum rolls now. Our teacher is none other than Teacher Moher.
Hello, viewer. Welcome to Agriculture Lesson for Grade 4. It's good to see you. And I hope Sami has not told you that you are doing agriculturally well. Karibuni sana.
Oh, Teacher Moher.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, yes.
And you're looking very smart.
Oh, thank you.
You're looking like a smart agriculture farmer.
Otherwise, you're good?
I'm great. How was the break?
Not bad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're back to keep rolling.
Excellent.
Yes.
Now, so that we don't forget, let's get straight into our lesson for agriculture. What do you want us to study for today?
So today, I want us to look at, under gardening practices, I want us to look at tiny seeded crops.
Tiny seeded crops.
Yes.
That sounds like a very complicated topic.
Tiny seeded crops.
Okay, I want to find out more.
Uh,
What is this about tiny seeded crops?
Good. I know even the learner back at home will want to know, what is this tiny seeded crops? What are they? Don't worry. Just relax. By the end of this substrand, I believe, one, you will be able to know what a tiny seeded crop is.
But wait a minute, Teacher Moher. You mentioned a substrand.
A substrand.
What is that?
A substrand is basically just a subtopic
Oh.
or a sub-theme.
Oh.
So from the main theme that we have, which is gardening practices, so we break it down to various small units that we call them substrands.
So they're called substrands.
Substrands. So we have the strand, which is gardening practices. And under gardening practices, today we are going to look at tiny seeded crops.
I had no idea what a substrand is. Now, I know.
You know, that's
Well
good.
done.
Every
Okay.
day,
We keep learning,
keep learning.
especially in our agriculture lesson.
I like it. So by the end of this substrand, learner back at home, you should be able to state different crops with tiny seeds. Is that easy? Different crops with tiny seeds.
With tiny seeds.
With tiny seeds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think something is forming in my
It's
mind.
forming,
The crops with
Tiny seeds.
seeds.
Tiny seeded crops.
Tiny
Tiny
now it's making
seeded crops.
now it's making sense.
So we have various types of crops that we grow
Yes.
in our country and all over the world.
Yeah.
I think we can hit
Yes.
the road running.
Let's go.
Let's begin. What is a food crop?
What is a food crop? Oh, that's a
Back
good.
at home. Let them try. This is just a recap of what we've been covering. You know, if you are going to tiny seeded crops, then we need to know what is a food crop first.
Okay. Let me try.
Uh-huh.
A food crop is the edible part of a plant.
Wow, a good trial,
Uh-huh.
but not quite.
Oh,
But a good trial.
good trial.
Yeah,
I thought it's
always.
the edible part of the plant.
I don't know back where the learner is. I don't know where what he defines or she defines a food crop is.
Okay.
We'll get to see that.
What do you think a food crop is? I'd like to hear from you. What do you think a food crop is? Remember that on our social media platforms, you can always get us on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on YouTube, and all our platforms at Edu TV Kenya. Yes.
Good. So you can send the answers there. We'll be able to look at them. What is a food crop? Maybe they can also give us the 3 categories of food crops.
Oh, that I remember.
Yes, you remember?
Oh, that I remember.
And the other one still in our introduction. Maybe you can also give examples in those categories.
Okay.
So 3 questions that will start us off nicely. Once we understand these food crops, the different types, now we can hit which particular crop has tiny seeds.
Okay.
Because
so which
our main
particular
focus
crop has tiny seeds?
tiny seeds.
Okay.
Our main focus today is the tiny seeded crops. Yeah.
I'm thinking of one.
Uh-huh.
I love oranges.
Ah.
And oranges has got some very tiny seeds.
We'll get there and see which crops, what is a tiny seeded crop, which crops gives us tiny seeds, and so on. So in our intro, I asked what's a food crop.
Okay.
So now I think I can unleash the answers.
Oh,
So
so there's a food crop.
a food crop is there. What's a food crop?
A food crop is a crop grown for home use.
Yeah, it is also known as a subsistence crop.
Oh.
A crop grown for home use.
For home use.
Yeah,
So
crops
not,
that we eat.
not the
Not the ones-
edible part.
I'll tell you what the edible part is.
Okay,
You see
okay.
that edible part?
Yes.
That edible part is when you get to the categories now.
So I wasn't too
You
far.
are, that's why quite
Okay.
true.
Okay.
So a food crop is a crop for home use or crops that we eat, because you have food crops and you have cash crops. Cash crops are the ones that we grow mainly for sale.
For sale.
For sale.
Okay.
Then the categories of food crops, they are basically 3.
Yes. Oh, this I remember.
Oh, you remember them?
This I remember.
Oh, good. Let's go then.
You
One.
want- You want me to try?
Yeah, give it a try.
We'll do the vegetables.
Vegetables.
Is that correct?
That's very correct.
Okay. You're a great teacher. The second one is cereals.
Oh, cereals. Good. And
I
the other
remember.
one? Mhm.
And the third one
Yes.
is the legumes.
Legumes. So
Isn't it?
3 major categories of food crops.
Yes.
Vegetables, cereals, and legumes.
You forgot to do one thing for me. I got them correct. You should clap for me.
Wow. Excellent.
Well
Excellent,
done.
Sammy.
Yes.
Excellent. Now I was telling you about the vegetable.
Yes.
The vegetable is what we call the edible part of a plant.
I still remember that lesson.
See, remember that?
I still remember that lesson.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you give me now examples? Let's get now to examples
Of vegetables?
of each category.
Okay.
Can you give me two?
I remember
2 for vegetables.
the vegetables,
The
roots that we eat.
Yes.
We call them the root vegetables.
Uh-huh.
And under that we had the beetroot.
Beetroot.
And we had the carrot.
Good. So we have beetroot, we have carrot. That's a vegetable.
And we had the flower vegetable. And we had cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
and the broccoli.
If I had students like you
Yes.
in my class,
No, the vegetable lesson was very good.
it was good.
It
eh?
was lovely.
So we have different types of vegetables that we grow
Yes.
or we buy in the market.
Yeah.
We have the spinach, the kales, the cabbages, the carrots, as Samia say, the beetroot,
Yeah.
the cauliflower, and many others.
Yes.
I don't know which ones you've picked back at home. I believe you've picked quite some good examples of vegetables.
Excellent.
When you go to cereals,
Cereals.
we have, which cereals do we have?
Oh, I remember one. The maize.
Maize.
Yes.
Our main food crop in Kenya is maize.
Yeah.
And maize is a cereal. Other cereals include rice, sorghum, millet, name them.
Wheat.
Good.
Good.
You can see there in our chart also have legumes. Legumes. Examples of legumes.
Oh, I remember.
These are
We
the
had
proteins, plant proteins.
I remember there was one that was black.
Black
And it had
peas.
an eye, a white eye.
The black eye.
And we call it the black eyed peas.
Yes, black eyed peas. So the beans, the green grams, the black eyed peas, all those, the cowpeas, they belong to the legumes. So those are examples of each category. 3 major categories of food crops: vegetables, cereals, and legumes. And examples, we can name so many.
Excellent.
Today, I want us to go through tiny seeded crops.
Okay.
So to begin with, look at that picture there on the screen.
It looks very beautiful.
Can you be able to identify the type of crop? Look at it keenly.
So that's like orange
It has some orange
and with
leaves.
green leaves.
Uh-huh.
Is that a rose flower?
Kind of a rose flower.
Oh.
But it's a crop, eh?
It's a crop.
It's a crop.
So it's something that we eat.
Yes.
Okay, so let me give it another try. I think I know.
What is it?
That looks like a sunflower.
Exactly. Well done.
Well done.
Kudos.
Good.
So that is a sunflower
Yeah.
crop, okay?
Yeah.
And you can see that is one good example of a tiny seeded crop. So, what is a tiny seeded crop? A tiny seeded crop is basically a crop with seeds that are small. Small seeds. Tiny. Tiny means small.
Okay.
Yes.
So the
So,
small.
the small seeds.
Does the sunflower have seeds?
We'll see. I have some samples here.
Okay.
We're going to see.
Looking
a
forward.
sunflower has some tiny seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look at different crops and the different seeds. Maybe you can start with some of the things that we eat. And back at home, I want you to have a table. Have a nice table. You write crops with tiny seeds and crops with large seeds. I want you to just look around, juggle your mind, just think, which crops, maybe the ones that you eat, which ones do you think they have a seed that is quite small, or a seed that is quite big?
I know one.
You know one?
I know one.
Which has a tiny one or a big one?
The big one.
A big one.
The big
Which one?
The mango.
Oh, mango. Indeed. If you've eaten a mango,
Yes.
you will see that inside there,
Is
that
a
seed
huge-
is a large seed. It's a big seed.
Yes.
Yes. I love avocados.
That's another one. It's
My
huge.
food without avocado?
Yes.
It's not
It's not
food.
I like that. Food without avocado is not food.
I even have one here. You see that?
Uh-huh.
And look at this seed of an avocado.
Yes.
Look at it.
That's huge.
It's a huge seed.
Yes.
This is a large seed.
Uh-huh.
I don't know which type of seeds back at home have you written down.
I've got a huge.
That's good. A huge seed.
All right. So that's the assignment for you. You need to draw a table. Okay.
Yes.
On the left-hand side, write the tiny
Crops
seed,
with tiny
the
seeds.
crops with tiny seeds.
Uh-huh.
On the right-hand side, crops with large seeds.
seeds.
We have helped you because on the right-hand side, where you have the crops with large seeds, we have the avocado
Avocado.
and we have the mango.
Mango. Already you've given them two, eh?
Continue the list
Uh-huh.
and show your friend the crops with tiny seeds and the crops with huge seeds.
Good.
Yes.
So, today we are looking at the crops with tiny seeds.
Okay.
But we cannot still ignore the ones with large seeds.
Okay.
So we'll just incorporate those. So we've said a tiny seeded crop is a crop with seeds that are very small.
Yes.
Very, very small. Quite tiny.
Yeah.
So, I don't know which table you've created, but maybe you can look at mine there. I have mine. I have some crops there with tiny seeds.
Wait a minute.
And some crops there with large seeds.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Mwalimu here.
Can you read for me those crops with tiny seeds?
A carrot.
A carrot?
What?
I know, we eat carrots.
Mwalimu here, this carrot does not have a seed.
I know. That carrot comes
There's
from a
no
seed.
seed
There's
inside
no
here.
seed inside there. We'll see what type of seeds bring about. Have you ever seen a carrot seed?
That's a very good question.
I wonder.
Mwalimu Mohia says this carrot comes from a seed. I want to look at the carrot seed.
Good.
This is going to be interesting. Yes.
Look at the spinach.
Wait, even spinach.
Even spinach comes from seeds. Cabbages, sukuma wiki, sunflower, onions.
What are you talking
All
about?
those are crops with tiny seeds.
Even the onion has a seed.
With me in studio, I have some seeds here.
Wait.
Very, very tiny.
No, wait. Please give them to me. I can hear them making noise.
They make noise, eh?
My goodness. So you're saying this is onion seed.
That is a 10-gram packet of onion seeds.
So from these tiny seeds that I can hear,
There
Inside
is
here.
where we get those onions. You can see them drawn there on that particular
are
packet.
you serious?
Very serious.
Wow.
You've eaten a tomato, right?
This agriculture is beautiful.
You've eaten some tomatoes, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I have one.
No, Mwalimu Mohia, what are you talking about? So the nice, round, huge tomato. Is it a tomato or is it a tomato? Okay, we'll find out.
All
Are
them
they-
all.
are they end of the
Tomato,
show?
tomato. It comes from very tiny seeds. I know back at home there sometimes you wonder where these crops come from.
Yes.
Probably you've never even seen a carrot seed. But relax. I'm here today to show you some of the crops, especially those crops that you wonder where the seeds are. You know, with a mango or an
Yes.
avocado, you simply cut it and you find the big seed there.
Yes.
Here I have a coconut. You see this?
Uh-huh.
My coconut here, already this is a seed.
This is a seed.
This is already a seed that
Let
you
me
normally
hold it.
plant.
But I thought that seeds are supposed to
inside.
be inside.
Good, good. This coconut normally is covered by some other leaves in it.
Oh.
Huwa tunatumia kwa Kiswahili chuma fulani inaitwa kifulio.
Kifulio.
So tunatoa yale maganda yale ya nazi, alafu ndani tunapata that coconut.
This is a
That
seed.
is a seed, a
So
coconut seed.
now this one,
You can see how huge it is.
It's huge and it's
It's
heavy.
a large seed.
So it falls under
the
the
large
large
seeds.
seeds.
A coconut is similar to a palm tree. Eh? Even those ones, the seeds are big.
Okay.
But now, for the carrot, for the tomatoes, spinach, sunflower, there you have for carrots. You can see
Okay.
now,
So
there we have carrot
these
seeds.
inside here are the seeds that produce
The carrot.
beautiful
Carrot that we eat.
seed.
Yeah, I even have some pictures to show you.
Okay,
How
great.
you can look from that carrot there that we normally eat.
Uh-huh.
Look at those seeds.
Whoa! So that is what is packed.
That is what is packed inside
Inside
there.
here?
Yes, those are the carrot seeds.
Wow.
We'll see how we are going to grow those seeds, how we are going to harvest them.
Okay.
How we'll see about that. For today, we're
Okay.
just going to learn these crops that very few learners
yes.
get to see them.
Okay, that's fine.
And I think I'll give them an assignment.
Yes.
They'll need to go and visit some agricultural shops,
Okay.
where
the market.
the market.
Yes.
They need to go and look where these particular seeds are sold.
Okay.
Get to know which crops have tiny seeds.
Okay.
So that's just a carrot seed. Look at the sunflower ones.
Oh, that's the one I was telling you
Those
earlier.
are the sunflower seeds.
Wow. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, eh?
Wait,
you can't
are this-
imagine comes from that particular.
Are these the seeds
We can
that
sometimes
you grind
grind them
and you get oil?
and get oil. Sunflower is very, very important. You'll find even sunflower oil.
Wow.
Very rich.
That's beautiful,
It's
isn't
beautiful.
it?
Look at the onions.
So this
Look
is
at the
what,
onions.
This is what is inside.
That is what is inside there. Those are the onion seeds.
Wow.
Very tiny grains. Eh?
Wow.
Look at the
Okay.
tomato. Tomato, just cut it and you'll see those
Yes.
particular
So you
seeds.
just slice it into
Just
two.
slice it into two and you'll see. Just like an apple. If I was to slice this,
Yes.
you will see some small tiny
I have-
seeds inside.
I'm just thinking.
Whether
we-
you can eat it and
Can we
just
slice it?
we will slice it
Later?
later. We will slice it later. We will slice
Okay.
it later. So these are some of the crops that we must get to the shops, get to see them, how they look like.
Okay.
The tiny seeded crops.
Fantastic.
Good.
Wow. That's amazing. The tiny seeded crops. I hope that list that you made earlier is growing. On the left hand side, we have crops with tiny,
Tiny
seeds.
seeds.
On the right hand side, we have crops with the large
Large
seeds.
seeds.
Let the list grow,
Grow
and
and
grow
grow
and
and
grow.
grow.
Okay,
Exactly.
let's wrap it up.
So to wrap it up, mine is just to leave them an assignment.
Okay.
A very easy assignment.
Yes.
And I want some collaboration
Yes.
together with the parent or guardian
Okay.
and friends too, or
Yes.
siblings. I want them to visit a farm or a market or an agricultural shop that sells seeds and find at least 10 crops with tiny seeds.
That's a good one.
They give a visit, they go and write down and come up with a good list of different crops with tiny seeds. I'll tell you why we've learned about these tiny seeds in our next lesson.
Wow. You don't want to miss out on that because that is going to be fantastic. Look out for the next agriculture lesson because we'll find out more about this tiny seeded crops. But I have one before we go. My dad has a tree that is called the guava tree.
Oh, guava.
And when you take a bite inside there,
So many
there are
tiny
so
seeds.
many seeds.
Tunaita mapera.
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 Question, teacher.
Uh-huh.
Should we eat the seeds or not?
They are good for digestion.
Okay.
Therefore, we call them, they are normally good for roughages.
So should we eat the watermelon seed or not?
Those ones, kindly eat as many as you can. You see the pumpkin?
Yes.
Eat those seeds. They are tiny seeds too.
Okay.
If you are giving them all the crops with tiny seeds, but I think they've come across those crops.
Okay. We have given you enough. Continue
Continue the list. Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, you can always catch us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Our channel is at EduTV Kenya. We want to learn together because this is agriculture. My name is Sami Kaihuri, and our teacher on our agriculture show is none other than
I was your teacher, Mr. Moher, and I hope you got to see some tiny seeded crops. Keep the list growing.
Indeed, keep the list growing, and our sign language interpreter is none other than Maureen Juguna. Until next time, do have yourself a blessed time.
See you.